I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way,
Welcome back, Playhouse Gang. I'm Nyla.
And I'm Sloane.
And this is the Hidden Tea Podcast.
Because as Summer Sprite,
the secrets never stay quiet. Before we get started, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And hit that bell.
And if you want the real exclusives, early episode drops, behind the scenes content, and updates before anyone else, go over to patreon.com/KataPlayhouse.
Thank you for engaging in this week's Hidden Tea poll. Here are your official results. 40% said yes, but 60% said no.
Playhouse Gang, this is the last episode of season 1. Can you believe we recap one whole season already?
No, seriously. We just want to thank you guys for watching, engaging in the polls, liking and commenting. Without you, this wouldn't be possible.
Truly. This episode is Back Again, Hidden Secrets, episode 7. This is the season finale, and let's just say it's so much to unpack here, so let's dive in.
The episode picks up where it left off. We just found out that Chase, who was in prison for taking advantage of an underage girl, has been released from prison. And not only is he free, he is Imani's baby daddy. At the end of episode 6, at the party, he ends up texting Imani. He's coming for her and their baby.
When the episode first starts, you see Imani laying in the bed with her outfit on from the party. She wakes up calling out Caden's name, so she must still be at Caden's house. She walks around the house to try to figure out where he is. She finally goes downstairs and he's in the kitchen cleaning and cooking her breakfast. She's shocked that Caden knows how to cook, and he basically asks her what type of nigga she been dating and why they don't cook. Imani discloses to Caden that she really never had a boyfriend before, and Caden says he finds that hard to believe.
He always asks her if she's okay. Once she got that text message, she basically started tweaking at the party and fainted. Caden asked if she had too much to drink, and she told him no, that she got a really disturbing message on her phone. I'm surprised she was so upfront with Caden. I thought she would have lied considering she hasn't told anyone about her second life.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. I really hope Imani isn't boy crazy like Yasmin, but Caden asked what the message said, and Imani lied to Caden and told him she thought they had the wrong number. So the relationship, or whatever you want to call Caden and Imani, is already starting off rocky because she is lying. She ends up switching the subject by asking Caden, does he have any hoes or a crazy ex-girlfriend? And Caden answers truthfully. He says he does have an ex-girlfriend, and he wouldn't say she's crazy, but she didn't like how her and Caden ended.
I don't think it's Caden's business to know what the text message said, because they just met. For all we know, Caden can be this nigga cousin as well. It's called Hidden Secrets for a reason. I also like that Caden is honest when it comes to his ex. Imani asked how long they were together, and he said around 2 years. She keeps on questioning the damn man like he is on trial, and I feel like she is asking all the wrong questions. She asked him what was the reason they broke up, and Caden said his ex fucked one of his homeboys while they were on bad terms, and the homeboy told Caden.
Imani was asking a lot of questions, but she wasn't asking the right question. I would have been asking this man what his social security is, what's his debit card number, and the 3 digits on the back of the card is. But no, seriously, Caden X is fucked up for fucking his homeboy, and I hope that isn't his homeboy anymore. But as Imani and Caden are talking, she gets another text from Chase saying, "You went into hiding, little bitch." Imani starts shaking and tells Caden that she has to go.
Chase is basically harassing her at this point, and I'm trying to figure out why she has yet to go to the police station and report his ass again, Because how is it that he gets out of prison and the first thing he does is harass her? Up next, we have Michelle and Pixie. Pixie spent the night at Michelle's house, and Michelle woke up at the crack of dawn and walked into the living room where Pixie is sleeping and woke her up. Pixie is confused on why Michelle is up so early, as if they didn't just party their asses off. But I'm not gonna lie, I am Michelle. I get up early as fuck, no matter what I'm doing the night before. I guess my body is just used to it.
Michelle is really concerned about why Pixie was drinking at the party last night, knowing damn well she is pregnant. Michelle didn't know if Pixie had aborted the baby or she lost it due to miscarriage. Pixie basically fills her in on what happened when she met up with Kane. The scene is like a flashback that she had. Do y'all remember when Kane went to have that sit down with Pixie at that restaurant? Pixie said the meetup was weird and then she went into details. Kane sat down at the table asking Pixie, "Heard you were looking for me." Pixie basically told Kane, "Remember we had that one night stand we had at the college party? Well, weeks went by and my cycle never came, so I took an at-home test and went to the doctor, and I'm pregnant."
Kane is pissed off by the news that Pixie is pregnant, but he won't let her get a word in. He keeps cutting her off. He tells her he's heavy in the streets and he can't afford a baby right now, and that he's a dangerous man. Pixie had been trying to tell him that she didn't want to keep the baby, but he kept cutting her off. She says they're on the same page about not being able to afford a baby. Then Kane asks, "So what do we do?" Pixie said they have to go back to the doctor and schedule the date for the abortion, and Kane tells her to text him the date and time and he'll be there. Pixie tells Michelle that the appointment is today at 2 p.m. and that she'll keep her updated.
Michelle also tells Pixie not to forget that adoption is an option, and Pixie brushes it off to talk about the party. They talk about Jade, and Rocky at the party said that Jade had her tongue all down Rocky's throat. Michelle gets a text from Imani saying, "Meet her at her mom's. It's an emergency." I still don't understand why she just won't go to the police station. Like, what is your mom going to do? But the next scene pans to Rico and Camelia. Camelia gets a text message from Jayla saying Yasmin is at home tripping over that nigga Tony, and that when she is free to come home, Camelia ends up texting her back and letting her know that she'll be on her way as she ends up leaving the dorm room. She runs into Samaje outside.
Samaje asks, sitting outside the door, talking about, "So you been ignoring me?" Camelia says she really can't do this right now because Rico is right upstairs. Samaje tells Camelia to come into his room. Now they're in his dorm room arguing. Samaje is basically mad because Camelia was texting him saying she missed him, and now she's in a whole relationship with Rico. Camelia blames Samaje and tells him he basically kicked her out his dorm room when they had sex and made her feel like a hoe / shitted. This nigga Samaje gonna ask her, "Well, do you still want me?" Like, sir, this girl is with Rico. What do you mean?
Now we're at the dance team dorm house. Jayla, Camelia, Yasmin. Yasmin is butthurt about seeing Tony booed up with another female at the party. Jayla is telling Yasmin she needs to stop all that crying. Don't act like you didn't know. Yasmin is so heartbroken, she gets mad at Jayla for being so blunt with her. I think Yasmin wants someone to coddle her, and Camelia and Jayla aren't those types of friends. Camelia walks in and asks what Yasmin is yelling about now, and Jayla responds that I was basically telling her she shouldn't be surprised by Tony's actions.
The girls continue to go back and forth until Yasmin gets a phone call saying it's Tony. The girls tell her not to answer the phone, but she does anyway. Tony tells Yasmin that he is outside and for her to come outside so they can talk. Jayla and Camelia tell her not to, but of course, being the bird brain Yasmin is, she goes outside anyways. Yasmin starts off strong when she walks outside, but she instantly breaks when Tony gets to apologizing. Tony basically tells Yasmin that he knows that he fucks up time and time again, but this time he is done fucking up and he'll go get help.
Niggas love going to get help when they dumbasses keep cheating. I'm gonna go see that lady, head ass nigga. But, anyways, Yasmin tells us viewers that her and Tony have been together for 4 years and he has cheated on her throughout the whole 4 years. She truly is a strong bitch. I could never see why Jayla and Camelia are irritated with her. Tony just keeps saying that he is sorry and that he'll do anything to fix things. Yasmin tells Tony that she should have left him when she had her car wreck and she was in the hospital, and Tony was out fucking some random bitch.
The fact she stayed with Tony after that is crazy. Yasmin needs to stand the fuck up. It's plenty of dick out there. She ends up walking back into the dorm house, leaving Tony outside, begging her not to do this. Do I think she's going to go back? I absolutely don't think she is done with Tony at all.
Yeah, I don't think she's done either. In the next scene, we have Jade and Diamond. Now, remember, Sasha wants Jade to befriend Diamond, so this is all going according to plan. Diamond is outside the apartments looking for her keys when Jade ends up walking up on her. This is their first encounter one-on-one. Jade asks Diamond if everything is okay, and Diamond told her she locked herself out of her apartment and she is waiting on the campus police to come and let her back in. Jade told Diamond that she can come inside her apartment and wait for them to call. Diamond agrees. Now, this gives them a one-on-one and for Jade to form a relationship with Diamond.
As soon as Diamond steps into Jade's apartment, she tells her how nice it looks. Jade disclosed that she moved to LA because they have a good arts program. Diamond asked her what her major was, and she said she was interested in hair, but wants to get into nails. Jade asks how Diamond's college experience is going, and Diamond takes the bait, not knowing she's sitting in enemy territory. Diamond doesn't hold back. She tells Jade that her brother was killed the first week of school by a girl named Sasha. I mean, sis name dropped in everything.
Jade ass playing dumb like she doesn't know shit, asking her what the police say, and Diamond says the police told her mother, Mrs. Rivers, that Sasha was the last person to speak to her brother. Right as she's telling Jade this, the campus police calls and tells her they're outside of her apartment. Diamond thanks Jade for letting her wait till they called and told Jade that maybe she and her could be friends and take on this college experience together. And of course, Jade is down because how else will she get her information if she's not close to the source?
I guess Kane ain't homeless anymore because he is seen at Rocky and Kirk house telling them that he has a baby on the way. He tells them that he met with Pixie 2 weeks ago, and that's when he found out about the baby. Rocky knew Kane was fucking, but he didn't know Kane was fucking raw. Kane tells them he was slacking the night of the college party. Kirk asks what's the plan. Do they plan on keeping the baby or what? Kane tells Kirk the last time he and Pixie talked last, he said he didn't want to have a baby because he was heavy in the streets. But now he's rethinking. Kane said he will respect Pixie's body and decision, but he will voice to her that he is having second thoughts. Kirk don't give a fuck about shit Kane is talking about because he literally tells Kane, Pixie or that baby ain't moving up in here, so they better figure it out.
One of my favorite parts in this episode is this scene right here. I am not a Kane fan at all, but when he and Rocky have their brotherly conversations, it makes my heart warm inside. Kane and Rocky goes outside to smoke, and Kane expressed to Rocky when he thinks about him having a baby, he can't stop smiling. He knows that he has done some fucked up shit to people in the past, but he feels like this is exactly what he needs. Rocky tells him if he's going to be a father, he needs to leave the streets alone and let someone else run the hood while he goes be a dad. Kane tells Rocky that he didn't have a dad growing up because his dad was in the streets, and when he was finally old enough to have a relationship with him, the streets killed him.
Yeah, I like that scene as well. It gives us an inside scoop on Kane and how he was brought up. Rocky's main concern is if Kane has a baby, he doesn't want the baby to go down the same path Kane's father and Kane went down, which is valid and understandable.
Samaje is still trying to get Sunny to talk to him, and she doesn't want to talk to him like, sir, you literally let another female call your best friend a bitch, a hoe, and some more, and you didn't do shit. Like, fuck you, sir.
And for whatever reason, Samaje can't seem to understand that. The next scene is Imani, her mother, Mrs. Hooks, and Michelle. Imani tells her mother that she thinks Chase is out of prison because she keeps getting text messages from him. Mrs. Hooks is upset because Imani is just now telling her about this. Then Michelle shows up asking if everything is okay. Kaden is texting Imani and her mother thinks it's Chase, but Imani tells her it isn't. For whatever reason, they will not go to the police, which makes me believe it's more to the story.
Sis, I don't think it's anything more to the story. If she was underage, wrong is wrong. Mrs. Hooks tells Imani she is going to get in contact with Imani Ain't Shit Daddy and see if he will fly in and they will handle it then. Kaden ends up telling Imani to pull up after she left her mom's, so he gets a knock at the door and he thinks it's Imani. The whole time, it's his ex-girlfriend, Kiera. She's outside talking crazy to Kaden because it got back to her that he was booed up at the party. So Kiera is the ex Kaden was telling Imani about. Not gonna lie, Kiera is chocolate and fine as hell.
She is very pretty, but we can't leave out the fact that Kaden is outside arguing with his ex while Imani is texting him saying she is about to pull up. Kiera tells Kaden that they just had sex 2 days ago, and Kaden said he was just trying to get his nut off. He's not even paying attention to his phone, so Imani pulls up and walks up, and what does Kiera do? What a hoe always does. She tells Imani that her and Kaden are actually together and whatever he told her is lies. Kaden tells Imani not to listen to Kiera because she is lying. But Imani tells him after the shitty morning she has had, she doesn't care. She doesn't know if he is lying or not, but she is not going to stand around and find out either. She gets in her car and goes home.
Yeah, so I don't like this Kiera bitch because I love Imani, so it's like, don't fuck with her. Imani is home and Kaden is blowing her phone up, texting and calling. Pixie is at the doctor's office saying to herself she hopes Kane isn't late, and as she says that, he walks in. They go into the doctor room, and as they are about to schedule the abortion, Kane tells her he doesn't want to go through with it. Pixie is confused because she wasn't expecting for Kane to change his mind. He tells her he doesn't want her to go through with the abortion and that he wants to be a dad.
I didn't like how Kane was so aggressive in the doctor's office. When the doctor was trying to talk to Pixie, Kane would answer for her like they were together and he knew Pixie or something. It was weird. The doctor was trying to make sure that Pixie was okay with going through with the pregnancy, and Kane answering for her, basically saying she's okay with it. Like, nigga, we barely know you. Don't speak on me. Let me answer for myself.
Kane did say that if she didn't want to have the baby, he would respect that the doctor told Pixie that she would have to make a decision because the cutoff for abortions were getting close. And you know what Pixie said? I guess we're having a baby. Like, sis, how dumb can you be? You don't know this man or that baby. Fuck both of them.
Yeah, Pixie lost me. But we're back at school, and Pixie tells the group that she is pregnant. Some had questions, and some were happy and excited. Amani's dad is in town, and even though she doesn't want to see him, her mother tells her that she'll be there too, and for her to show up. Kaden stops Michelle in the hallway to talk to her about what happened outside his house, and Michelle tells him that he fucked up real bad. Michelle tells Kaden that they will leave for Miami in 2 days, and Kaden said he's flying out there.
Rocky goes to invite Jade on the trip to Miami because he wants Jade to be his date. But Jade isn't going for that. She tells Rocky, since you're a rapper, you think you can get your way, but you can't, not with me. Anyways, Jade said she doesn't know Rocky like that to be taking trips with him. Rocky takes that as a no and begins to walk away, and then Jade stops him and tells him she'll go to Miami with him.
We get a little background story on Amani's family at the dinner with both of her parents. Apparently, Amani's dad left them her and her mom after what Chase did to Amani. He couldn't handle the talk of the town, and he was embarrassed. Amani gets pissed off talking about it and leaves, which I don't blame her, 'cause fuck her daddy.
Jade goes to visit Sasha to give her the update. She tells Sasha that she met all the important people and they're pretty cool. Sasha didn't like that. Jade said, well, I have to get in cool with them so they can trust her. She tells Sasha that she's going to Miami with them. Sasha thinks Jade is getting too comfortable, but Jade tells her that she has nothing to worry about. She's just doing what needs to be done. When Sasha finds out Jade is going with Rocky to Miami as his date, Sasha flips shit because she doesn't even trust Jade at this point.
Let's not forget, Sasha threatens to kill Jade if she finds out Jade is on funny business. Sasha asks how Kane is doing, and Jade lets her know that he has a baby on the way. And Sasha wants Jade to tell Big Red that Pixie is pregnant by Kane. But Jade is confused on why Big Red needs to know this information. And my mouth hits the floor when Sasha tells her why.
No, Sasha lost her damn mind right here. She wants Jade to tell Big Red about Pixie being pregnant by Kane so they can kidnap Pixie to get revenge on Kane for killing Shane Rivers. Mind you, this bitch said this shit with a smile on her face, like this shit is normal or something.
I fear Sasha has officially lost the plot because, bitch, what? Kidnapping a pregnant woman is crazy. Jade thinks she is crazy because she leaves immediately after Sasha tells her this crazy ass plan. Pixie and Michelle go to check on Imani because she didn't show up to school today. They discuss Caden, but it wasn't much to talk about. Imani asked Pixie what made her keep the baby, and she expressed to the girls that Kane was having second thoughts, so she kept the baby.
That's what I don't understand. Pixie barely knows Kane, and all it takes for him to have second thoughts and she keeps this main baby? It just doesn't make sense. Michelle asks Pixie what about what she wants. Pixie ends up asking Imani a question instead. She asks her, is it hard being a mother? Is she making the right decision? Why doesn't she tell people she has a kid? Imani tells her that her situation is difficult and she doesn't like explaining that she has a 4-year-old. She says she had her child at the age of 17. It was hard, but it was worth it.
Caden has something up his sleeve. He's in the gas station talking to his friends Cade and Aiden about how he's going to fly to Miami for Imani. His friends think that he is crazy as hell because they used to fucking randoms hoes and don't know what it's like to fight for their girl. But Caden is determined to go to Miami. It's getting closer to the day, and basically everyone is in prep mode. Packing, getting their hair done, nails, toes. Rocky is getting prepped by Kirk on what to say and what not to say.
I am excited about the red carpet event. I love seeing Rocky actually doing artist stuff instead of following behind his friends. Kirk tells Rocky they need to be at the airport no later than 6 a.m. Rocky texts the group chat just to remind them of the time and for them to be on their best behavior because it is a business trip. Kane texts separately, basically telling her he thinks it's best if she stays home and doesn't go to Miami. She replies to him and said her doctor told her it's best not to travel. She told Kane she is going to go to her parents' house and explain everything to them. Kane reassures Pixie that even though he is out of town, he is still going to check in and call her.
Now, this next scene, Big Red and Reg go to visit Sasha in jail. This is when the table turns for Kane. Let me break something down for y'all. Sasha rolled heavy with Kane and his crew, but this is where she turns her back on Kane and goes to the other side, which is Big Red. Mind you, Big Red is just as crazy as Sasha, so this plan she's about to tell Big Red doesn't seem crazy to him at all, honestly, just right up his alley. Sasha tells Big Red before she tells him this news, they need to make a deal with each other. She tells Big Red that she got information that will put Kane away for a long time, but she needs to get out of jail.
Big Red tells Sasha to go on, and of course, she tells Big Red that Kane got a bitch named Pixie pregnant and that Kane will be in Miami this week, but not Pixie. Big Red is caught off guard, but Sasha keeps talking. She wants Big Red and Reg to kidnap Pixie and FaceTime Kane, hoping that this will bring him back to LA and they either kill him or make him confess the truth so Sasha can get out of jail. Big Red doesn't agree with this plan, like kidnapping a pregnant woman is crazy.
I think Sasha sitting in that jail cell for a long time has made her go crazy because I think this is sick behavior. Sasha tells Big Red they plan on giving her life in prison for a crime she didn't commit. But it's like, Sasha, you set Shane up. He would still be alive if it wasn't for you. Big Red said he has to think about it. Then the screen cut black. It's now Miami Day. Everyone is going but Sunny and Pixie.
They arrive in Miami, and the Airbnb Kirk got them is big and right on the beach. As soon as they land, Caden texts Michelle to make sure they made it. Apparently, he has something planned for Imani that she doesn't know about. Caden tells Michelle to make sure she has Imani at the secret location at 10 a.m. and don't be late. Kirk pulls Rocky outside to prep him some more. This is Rocky's first red carpet event. He is going with Jade as his date, so Kirk just tells Rocky when paparazzi ask him who the lady on his arm is, he needs to say his girlfriend. So basically, this is giving fake relationships. Got it, Kirk? Rocky questions Kirk because he doesn't think Jade will be down to fake a relationship with him. Like, that's a lot to ask someone, especially when you just met them.
Kirk calls Jade outside. Rocky tells her that Kirk wants him and her to be in a fake relationship for the award show, and he wants to know how she feels about that. Jade says she is down, and Kirk proceeds to talk to them both about what to say to the press on the red carpet. Rocky tells Kirk that he isn't okay with this idea. Kirk tells him to sleep on it tonight and let him know how he feels about it tomorrow. Kane is checking in on Pixie. She tells him that she is leaving her parents' house, and he asks how did they take the news of her being pregnant by someone she didn't know. Pixie said her parents were upset, and they are processing everything just like she is. Kane tells her to get off the phone and to focus.
Pixie is seen about to walk into her apartment when she realizes she forgot her keys in the car. As she is about to turn around to walk back to her car, there goes Big Red standing behind her. He asks her, looking for something? And Pixie asks him who he is and that she has never seen him before. Big Red tells her that he is new to the campus and they told him he was moving into these dorm rooms. Mind you, this man looks like he is 50 years old. Pixie then tells him that he is lying because this is an all-girl dorm. And then, boom, Reg comes out of nowhere and kidnaps Pixie.
It's the next morning, the day of the award show. Kane is asking the group, has anybody heard from Pixie? He has been calling and texting her all morning and getting no reply. Michelle tells him she probably sleep, and Imani tells Kane not to worry about it. Pixie is fine. Imani, Diamond, Michelle are going to this brunch spot on the beach, which Imani has no clue that this is something Caden set up for her. So she goes get dressed. They show up to the restaurant and it looks close, so Imani is questioning what's going on and why are they here.
Imani is so funny to me because during this scene, she tells the girl the restaurant looks like they had a party last night and didn't clean up behind themselves. Whole time, that's Caden and his decoration he got for her. Caden pops up behind her and says, "Or maybe I did all this for you." Imani turns around in shock because she wasn't expecting Caden to be here. Caden tells her that he flew all the way here, brought the whole restaurant out, and got someone to decorate just for her.
Caden explains to Imani that he really does like her and that his crazy ass ex popped up at this house when someone told her that he was booed up at the party. He is single and only wants Imani. She tries to play hard to get, but eventually she ends up cracking. They are talking about how that day was for the both of them. Michelle is over her ass. She tells Imani, if you don't forgive this man, like, girl, he did all this for you. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be doing all this if he had a girlfriend. Imani forgives Caden. Now it's time for the award show.
Everyone is dressed up so nicely. I did not like Jade's outfit. No tea, no shade. It didn't give you are dating a rapper. But hey, we get to the red carpet and the press is calling Rocky names like crazy. One reporter asked Rocky how it feels to receive his first award tonight. Another reporter asked Rocky who he bought with him to celebrate this win. Rocky tells them he is blessed and he didn't expect Diamond to go as far as I did, and he brought his family and friends with him.
Another reporter asks Rocky if this is his girlfriend, talking about Jade, and Rocky hesitates on answering. Then Jade pops up and says, yes, she is his girlfriend, and they have been dating for a couple months and decided this is the best way to go public. Kane still hasn't heard anything from Pixie. Michelle said she was going to call Sunny and get her to check in with her and make sure she is okay. Sunny said that Pixie's car is outside, but she is not answering the door or her phone. Sunny said she's going to call campus police and get them to do a wellness check.
Michelle is texting Pixie, "Please pick up the phone. I'm worried about you." And Big Red, or Reg, texts back a picture of Pixie getting kidnapped with a text saying, "We got her." And Michelle hit her knees and the screen goes black. I can't believe that Sasha really got Pixie kidnapped. Like, that's crazy.
I'm not surprised. The bitch is crazy.
That is a wrap for season 1 of Hidden Secrets. It was so fun going through the episode with you guys. Playhouse Gang, please don't forget to vote on the poll this week. Do you think Sasha has gone too far getting Pixie kidnapped?
And if you want exclusive content, early drops, behind the scenes tea, and insider updates, join the Tier Playhouse Gang.
I also want to thank you guys so much. We will be taking a break to get prepared for season 2 of Hidden Secrets. We will return as soon as possible. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. Be back for season 2 of Hidden Secrets.